Any news about Edwards? Yes, I would expect the announcement at some point this upcoming week. With Edwards coming in, there's a couple of things we have to remember here. He's driven by numbers, data. He removes emotion from decision making. So when we look at the 3 contract renewals that are up, Trent, Verge, Salah, obviously we as fans look at them with very different mindsets. We love them all. We want them here. We want them to get new deals. We want them to stay. I think I speak for nearly everybody when I say that. But that's not how Edwards is going to look at this situation. This video is sponsored by Surfshark, the best VPN on the market. Surfshark is an app or browser extension that allows you to change your location to access websites in other countries and keep you safe and secure from hackers. Using Surfshark, we here in Ireland can access other countries' Netflix libraries or other streaming platforms like DAZN in Spain for all those important Premier League games. Surfshark keeps you safe and private by protecting everything you do online. Everything. When your device connects to the internet, all that information is, in a way, blurred out. Surfshark is particularly useful for keeping you safe from being hacked if you use public Wi-Fi. Let's say you're in a cafe, you're at college, you're out and about, they've got you covered. Surfshark allows you to use one subscription on unlimited devices, meaning you can share your account with friends or family or that neighbour who's a little bit cheap. On top of all of this, Surfshark offers a 30-day money-back guarantee. You can also upgrade to Surfshark One, which includes the VPN, an alert system for breaches related to your data, such as emails and credit cards, and an antivirus software for your desktop. Our sign-up offer gives you Surfshark VPN for a little over €2 a month, and you'll get an additional 3 months free. Simply scan the QR code on screen right now or use the link in the description and enter the code Anfield Agenda at checkout. I don't know what the outcome's going to be, but remember one of the things that he's been lauded for recently, that John W. Henry admires the fact that he removes emotion from decisions, that he isn't afraid to make difficult decisions, and he isn't afraid to push back against other opinions. Now, I don't know why Edwards left Liverpool. I have no idea. People have theories about him and Klopp button heads. I truly don't know the answer. But I do feel comfortable that if he was in charge of football operations, Henderson wouldn't have got that deal. Milner probably wouldn't have gotten another deal. And that's why I'm somewhat concerned by the summer. If I can give you what I think will happen, remember, what I think will happen, not what I want to happen, just before people try to have a pop. I think Salah gets sold. I think Trent gets a new deal. And I think the saving grace for Virgil might be that he's the captain. I'm going to go through them individually and give you my take on them. I'd give them all new deals. All of them. I want them all to stay. Salah, 2-3 more years, no problem. Verge, absolutely the same. Trent, 5 years, no problem. But I don't know if that's going to be what happens. There's a saying in football that it's better to sell somebody a year too early than a year too late. And look at the deals Michael Edwards has negotiated of sales of players that have left Liverpool. I don't know. I hope I'm wrong. But my gut tells me we're going to see Salah sold. Because the numbers will show it's the right decision. I'm saying what I think Edwards is going to say. I'm not saying I want to sell Salah. But I am concerned by those 3 players and the upcoming contract renewals. But you have to look at it the other way as well, I guess. As unpalatable as some of these decisions are, sometimes it is 2 steps forward, 1 step back. Look at Felipe Coutinho. We probably wouldn't have won these league title, or this league title, maybe hopefully multiple. We wouldn't have won a European Cup if we hadn't have been able to buy Alisson Becker and Virgil van Dijk. So the sacrifice of selling Felipe Coutinho allowed that to happen. And also, we can't forget how well we've done with recruitment of underage players and the next generation coming through. So for Edwards, or for any sporting director at a football club, and I guess for any manager, it's about the timings of them. And one of the things that we've always correctly applauded Sir Alex Ferguson for was knowing the right time to sell, to move a player on. It's going to be an emotional summer. Let's see how it works out. But look at what the media is saying. You know, David Ornstein, Romano, Joyce. They're all saying fullback, centre back, forward are the likeliest areas to be strengthened. When I hear these things, does he mean forward because Salah's going to be sold? Because, you know, you can't help but think that. When you hear forward, you think, well, Darwin's doing all right. Gakpo's young. Jota, prime. Diaz, wouldn't be looking to sell him unless he's agitating for a move, which I don't believe he is. Sorry, might get hate, but I think Kelleher is number one for us now. Also, if clubs come in again with 200 million for Salah, you have to accept surely. So, let's start with the first part of your question. You're not the first person that said it. I have to say I disagree. I think Alisson's the best goalkeeper in the world. I love that people are being so supportive of Quiveen, but I can't be dropping Alisson for anybody. And the second part, if 200 million offer came in for Salah, would you accept? It's not going to come in. We need to be realistic about this. An offer this summer with 1 year to go, if we get 100 million, 120 million, that has to be a realistic number. Now, again, I'm not saying sell, but if you get to the point where you say we have to sell him, the number needs to be realistic for us. And I think if you got 1 to 120 for a player 32 at that point, I think, with 1 year to go on his deal, comparables, Kane went for €100 million, Hazard went for €100 million, all both with 1 season to go on their contracts. You have to have a willing buyer as well in this. And I know we all say Saudi, but two things about that. One, the people of Saudi Arabia aren't idiots. You know, I know they've paid over, but they're not idiots. They know what his market value is going to be. And yes, they might have to be a little bit generous to tip the scales in their favour, but they're not idiots. And also, where else is he going to go? If you look around Europe right now, maybe PSG, but would he view that as a step up in his career? I don't think he would. So you also have to have a willing buyer. And what's weird about all of this is, I think we all agree that Salah's still at a level that is above the likes of the Saudi Pro League or the MLS or any of those type of leagues. He should be in a top league in Europe still. He still has that talent. So I want him to stay at Liverpool. I'm sure you do as well. But there also has to be a willing buyer in here. It's not going to be Real Madrid. It's not going to be Barcelona. Maybe PSG. Certainly we're not going to sell him to a Premier League club. So then you're running out of options. Will Bayern come in and buy him? Doubtful. So yeah, we've got to be realistic as well. Just joined your chat. We were robbed today, but title's still in our hands. Michael Edwards coming back is a good thing in the long run. I think so as well. It does make you wonder though, doesn't it? Like, did they butt heads, him and Kloppo? I don't know, and I guess it doesn't really matter. But I am curious if he is coming back because maybe he'll feel that those decisions will be his to make. And obviously with Richard Hughes reportedly coming in as well. I don't know. Honestly, it's interesting, and I feel like it's a good appointment, both of them. With Mbappe in Madrid, maybe a cheeky Rodrigo bid. Oh look, you don't need to convince me. Rodrigo would be amazing. I just don't know. I mean, in my lifetime, I can't think of anybody we've actually paid money for Madrid. I know we've got players from Madrid, like Nunez, or Antonio Nunez and some others, but I don't think we've directly gone there and bought a first team regular from Madrid. But maybe with them needing money for the likes of Alphonso Davies, with Mbappe coming in, with Endrick on his way, I don't know, maybe. If they're open for it, God, I'd love to be in the conversation.